Hey everybody, welcome back to 3COG. So the ATF continues to be unconstitutional. Yep, that surprise, right? Alright, so this is the letter that was sent to a whole bunch of FFLs in regard to forced reset triggers. And it says, the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms, and Explosives recently examined devices commonly known as forced reset triggers and has determined that some of them are firearms and machine guns as defined in the National Firearms Act, NFA, which I have previously said should be abolished, and machine guns as defined in the Gun Control Act, which is another one that should just go away. These particular FRTs are being marketed as replacement triggers for AR-type firearms, unlike traditional triggers and binary triggers. The subject FRTs do not require shooters to pull and then subsequently release the trigger to fire a second shot. Instead, the FRTs utilize the firing cycle to eliminate the need for the shooter to release the trigger before a second shot is fired. By contrast, some aftermarket triggers have similar components but also incorporate a disconnector or similar feature to ensure the trigger must be released before a second shot may be fired and may not be machine guns. All right. So then there's the definition of a machine gun, which is if you hold down the trigger and it just rips, well, that's a machine gun. But you have to hold down the trigger, right? So if I press and then release, that's not holding down the trigger, which is important. We're talking about this. So it says ATF's examination found that some FRT devices allow a firearm to automatically expel more than one shot with a continuous pull of the trigger. The humanity. For this reason, ATF has concluded that FRTs that function in this way are a combination of parts designed and intended for use in converting a weapon into a machine gun, and hence ATF has classified these devices as a machine gun as defined by the NFA and GCA, both of which are unconstitutional, and the Supreme Court has ruled that they're not. I just disagree with them. Accordingly, ATF's position is that any FRT that allows a firearm to automatically expel more than one shot with a single continuous pull of the trigger is a machine gun, and accordingly subject to the GCA prohibitions regarding the possession, transfer, and transportation of machine guns. So what's weird is that they don't actually say like what brand or which, because there's several types. That's it. And then they say based on ATF's determination that the FRTs that function as described above are machine guns under the NFA and GCA. ATF intends to take appropriate remedial action. Hide your dog. With respect to sellers and possessors of these devices. Current possessors of these devices are encouraged to, like anybody's going to do this, are encouraged to contact ATF for further guidance on how they may divest possession. If you are uncertain whether the device you possess is a machine gun as defined by the GCA and NFA, please contact your local field office. Right, I'm going to contact the ATF to get their opinion. All right, so none of that's good. FRTs are not, by definition, machine guns. Now the ATF is saying they are. This is not any different than when Trump ordered bump stocks to be defined as machine guns. That's unconstitutional. It doesn't actually fit into the parameters of the law of the definition of a machine gun. And FRTs, while they do allow a very fast resetting of the trigger, they're not actually machine guns. Yeah, that's not great. So it's out there. The letter was dated 22 March and was sent to a slew of FFLs. So, not good. You know what's hilarious? Not gonna say it because that'll get this video demonetized immediately. So anyway, that's it. Just wanted to put the word out there. Thanks for watching. See you next time on 3COG.